Hey, this is Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $25,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 75-year-old female. Now, the first thing you need to know is you can go directly to our website. You can click on, we've got these quoters on pretty much every page. Click on what state you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states. We can help you no matter where you live. And click on the coverage amount, put your birthday in there. It's going to open up to a page that has a quoter that's going to show you all the different insurance companies that are available in your state and the lowest pricing you can qualify for. It's the same quoter that we use to help people with. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Now, if you're looking for $25,000 worth of insurance, then the first question you need to ask is that an appropriate amount of insurance? So if you're going to be cremated and just come home in a cardboard box or an urn, that's going to cost between $1,000 to $2,000. So $25,000 is going to be more insurance than you really need. We would typically recommend around $5,000, and that's enough to inflation-proof that plan. You know, if you do die sooner, there's extra money to maybe take care of some final expenses, medical bills, stuff like that. Now, if you're going to be cremated and have some sort of ceremony, remembrance of life ceremony, celebration of life, something like that, that's probably going to be $3,500, $4,500. So you might want to take a look at maybe $5,000 or $7,000, maybe even $10,000 if you wanted to get a little bit fancier. But $25,000 is going to be a little bit overkill. Now, some people would say, hey, I just want to get that extra insurance because I want to give that to my family after I pass away. And to be honest, you know, you should have taken care of this probably age 60 or 65 or something if you wanted to do that. Just because, unfortunately, once we start getting in our 70s, the insurance gets more expensive. And most of the people we help are on a fixed or limited income. So we really just recommend you just get enough coverage to kind of do the job. And, you know, don't overinsure. You know, instead of overinsuring, save that money and spend it on your family while you're alive. And you'll have those memories, and they'll have those memories for the rest of their life. And that'll keep your premium lower. Now, if you're going to be buried, we would probably recommend, you know, starting around $10,000. Now, at $10,000, you can pretty much walk into any funeral home in the United States, and they will get things done. It will not be fancy, though. It's going to be kind of a very simple funeral. So typically, we would recommend you probably at age 75 be looking somewhere between that $10,000 to $20,000, maybe 10, 12, 15. You know, if your budget allows, maybe about 20,000. But you know, $20,000 just to take care of the burial. 25,000. That's probably a little bit much, but again, if you've got the financial means to do it, go for it. We can certainly help you out with that. But we recommend you keep more money in your own pocket as a rule. So, and then we always recommend get first day coverage. That's what we help people with, first day coverage or benefits, same day approvals. Now, a lot of people would say, well, yeah, but those first day coverage plans have medical questions. And we go, yeah, they do. But most people qualify for first day coverage, 95% of the people in our experience. So we work with enough different insurance companies that if you do have some health issues, we can typically work around that and get you first day coverage versus a 2-year waiting period plan. Now, the only reason you wouldn't be able to get first day coverage is if you had some really significant health issues. Maybe you had a terminal illness, you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or you know, you have dementia, or you're on dialysis, or you're in the hospital or in a nursing home. The other thing that can happen, and it seems like we get a call on this weekly, somebody will call and say, hey, we had a family member die this last week, and their body's down at the funeral home, and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. We need to get some insurance right away to pay the funeral home. And we have to tell them, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States right now that will offer a policy on somebody who's already died. So it's unfortunate that somebody died and didn't have this taken care of, and they put that emotional and financial burden on their loved ones, and they didn't even see it coming. It's terrible to do that. So the only thing we can kind of do is learn from their mistake and make sure that you have this insurance actually before you need it. You can't wait until it's too late. Now, people will say, hey, there are health questions. We kind of covered that. First day coverage is just generally not an issue at all. We can work around any health issues. Now, the thing we don't recommend is 2-year waiting period plans. And probably one of the most well-known is Colonial Penn. Now, their $995 plan is a 2-year waiting period plan What that means is if you pass away from a health or medical reason in the first 2 years, they're not going to pay out any death benefit. Ouch. And there's other companies out there too. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber. There's other companies out there too that have done a really good job of convincing the American public that the only thing that they'll qualify for at age 75 is a 2-year waiting period. Nothing could be further from the truth, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. So, yeah, let's take a look at some pricing. Now, keep in mind with Colonial Penn, a lot of 75-year-old females would go, oh my gosh, I'm pretty smart to wait until age 75 because Colonial Penn's got that $9.95 plan. And I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000. I am just the smarty pants. And then they go to Colonial Penn and they find out that, one unit, $9.95 for a 75-year-old female is only going to pay out $762. And then the smarty pants is no longer smarty pants at age 75. So keep in mind, it's great marketing. I'm sure it gets Colonial Penn a lot of people calling in and curious, but $762 isn't even going to get a cremation done. The other challenge you're going to run into at female age 75 is that Colonial Penn only offers so much. Like they'll max out at 15 units. So for a female age 75, 15 units is only going to cover $11,430. Now, with other companies out there that are first day coverage, you can actually get $25,000 worth of insurance. Let's go take a look. So if we go over here and we put 25,000, let's get this corrected. And female age 75, hit our get quote button. And remember, this is roughly $150 for right around $11,000. And with these insurance companies here, right around $170. So maybe $20-ish more. You can get actually $25,000 worth of coverage instead of $11,000 coverage. So, why would you so significantly overpay for a plan that's going to be just, it's not going to get you the coverage you need? And, that jump from $11,000 up to $25,000 is a really significant amount of protection and coverage. And in this case, it's only around $20 more. In fact, if we come back and lower this down to maybe $20,000, let's just see here. Again, Colonial Penn is $149 for $11,000. Yeah, so you could actually pay less and around $60 less and get $20,000. Or actually, I'm sorry. Let's see. That is, $140. So you could pay $10 less, and you would end up with $20,000 worth of coverage instead of $11,000. So you get roughly $9,000 more in insurance benefits, and you'd be paying roughly $10 less a month. So that doesn't, paying more just never seems to make sense. Let's look at a couple different insurance companies, maybe a couple ones that advertise a little bit more. Colonial Penn, or I'm sorry, Lincoln Heritage, fine company, level coverage. They've got a deal where they will call 2 or 3 funeral homes and, shop around, kind of get you the best deal, maybe do a couple other things, but you pay for it in premium. That's $203. Hold on, are we at 20,000? Remind me. Let's get this up to 25,000. That's what this video is all about. Okay, so $25,000, $175 for a 75-year-old female. Let's go back down. And Lincoln Heritage, $253. Again, they've got a deal where they'll call 2-3 different places, get you the lowest pricing, and or try to get you the lowest pricing. Maybe do a couple other things, but you're overpaying. So that's $253 versus $175. I'm just going to round the numbers. That's like $75 more a month. So I'm going to round that down to 70. 7 times 12 is $96. So that's 900, $960 more a year. And if you live another 10 years, you're going to overpay $9,600, right around $10,000 more for a company that will make a few phone calls and kind of do a couple other things for you than a plan like this one here at Trinity Life. And then what we do is we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. You just fill that out in advance. It says what you want done, who gets what goes where, where you want to be buried or cremated, and all your final wishes. And you just keep that with your policy. And then when that day comes, your family just pulls that out, and you've got this roadmap laid out for them. They know exactly what to do, and you can save maybe even $10,000. And they will know that you love them and that you were thinking about them well in advance, and what an ultimate gift to leave behind for someone. So we provide that free of charge. So again, you can go to our homepage at funeralfunds.com. Pretty much every page we've got on the website. Just fill out the quote. You'll be able to see exact pricing. You can call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. And then if you've got a $25,000 policy and you want to price check it and see if you got the best deal, we can help you out with that. If you're looking for a brand new policy, we can help you out with that. If you have like $15,000 worth of coverage and you want another 10 to get up to a total of $25,000, we can help you add more coverage too. So if you just want info, no problem as well there too. So just we look forward to the day that we can actually talk with you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you take care, you stay safe, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.